Welcome to another vlog. Vloggity vlog. And I'm going to just start seeing where I could put stuff for now. Is this the places I put it might end up being a temporary place until I go to Arizona and get all the other stuff that I need to load up in the van. So this is gonna be temporary. Buddy, I am in the bathroom doing a voiceover, so you're gonna hear a heater and some water dripping. But I am here today to work on the back garage of my van, and I'm cleaning everything out, you guys. With all the sanding from doing my countertops and just doing the epoxy, we have a lot of girl, it's a lot. We have epoxy that has wasted on the floor. We have epoxy that has went in the inside of the little cabinet, and we just have a lot of dust and dirt. So what I'm about to do is just try to get this back area together, even though I've cleaned this area on several occasions. This is like the finale. I'm probably gonna have to clean it out again, but yeah, so that's what I'm doing today. I'm trying to get all the paint off the floor, all the epoxy off of the floor, and just clean everything up and make it look fresh and new again. When you are doing a van build, you guys, it is very imperative that you prep really well, and that is one of the areas that I have lacked in my van build. I didn't prep enough. When you think you have prepped enough, go the next step and prep even more, and just make room for unexpected errors. I did put plastic on the back when I did the epoxy, but the epoxy went on my floor. It went on my bumper. So yeah, if you're going to be working with epoxy, it is very messy. So just make sure that you are prepping and covering everything. Like the man from Stone Coat say, it's better to over prep than to not prep properly. Your cleanup is going to be more, and then you're going to damage things that you didn't want to damage. So right here, I have some moving blankets that I'm folding up, and I was going to try to put those in this cabinet, but I have so many of them. So I'm just going to fold these moving blankets for now and put them on the front seat, and I'll be finding a permanent spot for them later. I'm probably going to put them in a trash bag and put them in a little storage until I am in need of them. So that's what I'm pretty much doing today, you guys. I am cleaning the back of my garage. So, and it's a lot of work, very labor intensive, because I did cut my countertop down when I did the epoxy. The metal piece that holds my back door in, I have to put that up and reassemble that as well. So I'm just going to fold all of these blankets, and after that I will move over to the next step. How are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are having a beautiful and wonderful day, and you're blessed and highly favored. Today is going to be an editing day for me. I poured the epoxy on the floor of my van yesterday, and it's going to take several days for it to dry. So basically I can't go in the inside of that portion of the van. And I have a lot of videos that I need to catch up on and edit. So that is what I'm going to do today. And then I'm possibly going to watch tomorrow some videos on building cabinets, because I do want to build my upper cabinet on the other side. So I might do that while I'm waiting on the epoxy. The epoxy looks good, you guys. But my van was unleveled, so like most of the epoxy went to one side. So I'm just gonna let that dry and then try to fix the mistake, or not mistake, but just like level everything out in the future. But we have to wait on that epoxy to clearly dry first. So right now I'm wiping down this little door that goes in on that side to cover up the cabinet on that side. That's a little nifty thing that I made. And I'm going to pull everything out of this cabinet, and I'm just going to wash and wipe everything down. It's a lot of dirt. It's a lot of dust, you guys, from the sanding. And even though I've done it 100 million times, we got to do it again until we reach the finish line, because every time I think I'm at the end, then we have something else that we have to sand. So I'm just cleaning and wiping everything down. This is like a preliminary clean. I am going to like really extreme clean the van before I move in. And I need to put some what do they call those things? I don't even know what they call them, but I bought some. I need to put them down in the drawers, the padding that you put down there. So now I have the door, and I'm going to see exactly where I need to put this piece. This piece is what's going to keep the door in. So I'm just going to screw that in, and yeah, that's going to keep the piece of wood in from coming out. And it's also decorative too. If y'all want to know where I got that piece of metal from, it's a piece of metal. I got that from Home Depot in the flooring section. And I like my little door, you guys. This door is going to keep dust out the van when I'm sitting and I have my doors open and it gets windy outside. Instead of all the dirt and dust coming inside of those cabinets, that wood is going to keep the dirt and the dust from coming in. And also it just conceals and hides everything in the garage and makes it look more uniform and makes everything match the aesthetic. So I'm pulling out the propane tank, cleaning underneath there, and the top portion is for an extra propane tank, or right now I'm using that for my dirty clothes. Now I know a lot of you guys do not like propane in a van, and there are a lot of people that say you shouldn't have propane in a van, and if you do have propane in a van, you need to drill a hole in your floor and ventilation and all of that. You guys, I did not do that in Treasure, and I lived in Treasure for 3 years using my propane all the time, even running my propane all night long until in the morning time when it was cold. And I'm still here and I'm still alive. Now in the back of the van, I feel like that you have ventilation coming through those back doors, but for your safety and for your peace of mind, if you're going to use propane, definitely drill a hole in the floor. Disclaimer, don't do as I do or do as I say. Do what you know that you should do. So if you guys see, I have a lot of epoxy that has fell on the floor from the countertop, and I'm just scraping this off with a screwdriver. We also have some areas of paint and some areas that I need to touch up with some more stain. And I'm putting some Goo Gone on here to see if I can get some of the stain, some of the paint off without scrubbing it as much. But I still have a Brillo pad and I'm scrubbing it. I'm trying to get this area clean as possible. Now, when I redo my floors, I could have did the back part, but because of all of these little curves and twists back here, I opted not to do the back part of this floor. I have some extra tile left, so if I want to do something to this floor in the future, I can just put some pieces of tile back here, or I can pull the tile out in the future and do some epoxy back here. But I'm not really worried about this back here right now because it's not going to be that many people that see this. So I have some Ajax right now, you guys, and I am just going to wipe this down. This is why my hands are so dry and rough and tough, you guys, because I've been using a lot of abrasives and I haven't been putting on any gloves. So again, don't do as I do, do as I say. Put some gloves on when you are cleaning and using abrasives and chemicals. Otherwise, your hands are going to look rough and tough like mine. But I do this all the time, you guys. So at this point, I guess I don't care. But when I finish my van bill, y'all, then we're going to be doing a lot of self-care, a lot of hand massages, and a lot of hand facials, or what you call that, hand facials? What would you call a facial, a hand care? Like if you do a facial hand scrubs and all that stuff, we're going to be doing all that in the future. Girl, we're going to need to take some time to regroup and get ourselves together. So now that I've cleaned the floor and everything, I'm going to take my little back door and I'm going to put it on there, make sure everything fits properly. And now I'm moving on to the bumper because we did get a lot of paint and epoxy on the bumper as well. I'm going to scrape that and scrub that with some Ajax, and also I need to go in with the screwdriver as well on here. So that's why I say, you guys, make sure that you're covering everything on your van bill. When you get to a certain area, if you're doing stain, if you're doing paint, if you're doing epoxy, just make sure you're covering everything. So now I'm about to see if the bar stools actually fit in the back of the van. Also, you guys, on these videos, I am filming long form content as well, filming the whole process or without me editing and cutting it up. This is the edited version. But if you want to see the whole process and you like to hear the relaxing sounds of the sanding and the scrubbing, you can also subscribe to my other channel, Life's Lessons with Vanessa. I am posting the long form videos over there of everything, of me scraping and scrubbing everything. So now I'm putting the chairs back here and I'm putting the broom back here to see if the doors would close with all of this back here. Now in the future van life vlogging videos, you will see that the doors, even though they close now, they eventually did not close once I had put the gasket on. So we are going to have to do some readjusting to that in the future. But for now, without the gasket on, the doors do close all the way. So my doors do, even though I purchased these bar stools new, I've been having them laying around. So they have a little paint on them and they're dusty and dirty. So right now, we're just going to clean these chairs. Okay, y'all, I went and got me a snack. I got some mandarin oranges. Oh, and I forgot the water in the house. I just went in the house to get some water to clean these chairs. And I forgot that. What I need to do next is re-glue my upholstery so I could put the screen up permanently, the back door screen. I tested to see if I could close the door with this up here, and I don't know when I put that screen up if it's gonna be the same thing. but let's hope so. I got a couple of paint stains on the chair up here and over there. So I put a little Goo Gone on it. And hopefully those stains will come off. The back door is looking good. Once we get our screen up here, permanently, we don't have to worry about no flies, gnats, moths, mosquitoes, bees coming in this way. I got these little pepperoni and pepper jack snacks and a little drink, and the back is looking good. I had to scrub the tile. I had to scrub the tile a little bit. Just my bar stools are gonna fit back here. I don't know if my folding chair and the bar stool will fit back here. If I could put something back here, probably them folding chairs that I have can go right there. So we still have some storage. I'm probably just gonna eat one of these right now. Instead of two. One thing about I like about this setup is I don't have to worry about nothing crawling in my van through the back door. But the screen will eliminate that too. This looks good. I need some more of that spray. The sealer spray. I think I'll get 2 more cans of that. But y'all tell me how this look in the comments bar below. Let me know, let me know. What you think? And I guess I'll go and eat this other one. A little snack. Okay, you guys, so that was a nice little break. Like you say, I am multitasking, girl. I am in the bathtub, been soaking for about 30 minutes to an hour. I'm going to finish cleaning off these chairs. We have a little paint scuff mark on the top of this one. I'm using some Goo Gone on it, and I do eventually get it off, you guys. And I'm just going to scrub and wipe down the chairs really well. And yeah, I'm gonna end up having to clean these chairs again in the future because right now they are sitting outside. So yeah, I need to put them back in the van and close the back doors so I don't have to keep cleaning and redoing what I've already done, you guys. It's a lot of repetition in a van bill when you have stuff on the outside of the van and you're still doing the van bill. So right now I am dusting down everything and I am getting ready to, you see how this upholstery material is hanging. The adhesive did not work that well, you guys. So I am going to have to hang this upholster back up in order for me to put my bug screen on permanently. So I'm going to grab a ladder and we're going to turn the ladder around right the other way. We're going to turn the ladder around and I'm just cleaning and wiping everything down, trying to get all the dust off of it. I do have some epoxy on this upholstery in some areas, so I'm gonna have to try to get that epoxy off. That's a future project, you guys, but for now I'm just wiping everything down. Like I said, prep, because things that you don't think that you need to prep, you need to prep everything. So I didn't think that I needed to prep the side of this, and I did have some plastic and some tape in some areas, but baby, epoxy will find a hole somewhere to drip. So that's why you need to cover up everything around it as well, even if you think you have enough tape on it. So yeah, y'all, I'm just gonna finish cleaning this and then we're gonna move on to the project at hand. I got some clamps. Because as I put the adhesive on, I'm gonna clamp it so that clamp will hold it. And I got a little stick so I could spread it on the back of the upholstery. I'm gonna start some clamps that Miss Charlene might have had. So what I'm going to do, you guys, is start at the bottom everywhere the upholster is coming loose. And I'm going to take the caulking and I'm just going to put beads of the caulking on. And then I'm going to take like my popsicle stick and just rub that out flat. And I am putting some caulking on the pillar of the van and also on the upholster and spreading that out so I can make sure that I have enough. And then I'm going to just press that down and wipe off any excess, and then take my clamps and put my clamps all the way up the whole thing to hold it up. So that is the process of what I'm doing. And I would probably use the liquid nail instead of that spray adhesive from the beginning for myself. With this material that I'm using, this material is very thick, you guys. So I did see some other people using the spray adhesive, but they had a different kind of material. So this material that I'm using is like rubbery and it's thicker, so it does not stay up there that easy with the spray adhesive. Now, I did see other people just use some thin cloth. If you're using a thin cloth material to upholster your pillows in your van, you can definitely get away with using the spray adhesive. But if you're going to use this thick rubbery wipeable material that I'm using, I would definitely just start with the liquid nail from the beginning, put that onto the pillar as you go, and then put a little on the material, and definitely use clamps to hold it up and let it dry completely 2 or 3 days before you proceed forward. We live and we learn, and we try to learn from our mistakes, and I don't mind showing you guys my mistakes so that way I can pass that information on to you, and hopefully you can do a project mistake free. Now that I made it around the perimeter of the door and I'm finished, I'm going to put some plastic up so this can dry for a couple of days. I don't think it's going to rain. This right here Ain't gonna stop nothing anyway if it do rain. But as that's the end of this project. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video.